Hello everybody, and welcome back to the Shadow of the Silver Mane. We took a few weeks off because of some scheduling conflicts, etc, plus the holidays, but we're back and we are resuming our regular schedule. Probably, fingers crossed, who knows. But yeah, before we go into what happened last time, because it has been a while, etc, and I think the players themselves could use a refresher, I'd very much also like to ask the players to talk about themselves, introduce themselves, etc. So, I rolled some dice in the background. DoomGoblin, could you please go ahead and talk about yourself and your character?
Hello, it's me, DoomGoblin. I play Captain Bladebeard, who is currently on a quest to save Buhd, the ogre. And yeah, usually he's a dwarf pirate whose dream is to become the greatest pirate on Azeroth.
Nice. Thank you very much, DoomGoblin. Next, according to the dice, would be the owner of the channel you all are watching this on, Skoll Shorties. Could you please go ahead?
Yep. I am Skoll Shorties, and I am playing as Captain Buhd, who is an ogre, who used to be a first mate to Bladebeard, who is now on his own. And he is currently about to fight in a big ol' arena in the Brawlers Guild, located in Stormwind, which is basically the from Tram. And he's doing all right. He's reconnecting with ogres from the past and the present and all the other stuff. He's having a good time for the most part. He mortally wounded someone that he was fighting to save his friend. But
you blew his arm off.
Yes. He blew an arm off. So that's always fun.
Not quite mortal wound, but yeah, close enough. He'll be back. I can guarantee you that.
He'll be back. He'll be fine. They'll shake hands.
Sure. Anything else before we go to the next person?
No, I think I'm good.
Okay, thank you, Skoll. Next would be Zelris. Could you please go ahead and talk about yourself a little bit?
I'm Zorus, and I play Lyri Embasaro, a blood elf who is currently really badly beat up and being carried by Mr. Benjamin. Lyri is kind of involved in some not so good business and may have pulled the entire group into a bad situation, so that'd be fun to see happen, I guess.
Yeah, I don't think it's Lyri's fault what happened. That was a setup. Well, we'll get into that. Thank you, Zelris. Anything else before we go to Thompshire?
No.
Okay. And Sir Thompshire, could you please go ahead and talk about yourself and your character?
Hello. I am Sir Thompshire, and I'm playing Benjamin Aaran as always, and he's sort of a traveling sellsword that I think it's news to everyone. He's also a warlock conspirator, right? Yeah.
Yeah. As you do, of course. Okay. Thank you, Thompshire. So, as we usually do, we have a recap to read out, and Skoll Shorties has kindly volunteered to read today's recap. Skoll, can you please go ahead?
Yep. I can do that. On the trail of Buhd and Merovi, Aaran's killers, our heroes find themselves once again in a predicament. During her respective search, Lyri Embasaro made a short detour to Stormwind's cathedral, where a familiar voice whispered to her mind, Zaltath of the True Timeline, in possession of the city's bishop. After leaving the site, she met up with Benjamin Aaran and Lady Elswith Ellerin, who had encountered one of Benjamin's old comrades in their respective search for Merovi's body. The trio decided to accept Elswith's suggestion and visited the warlock suspected by the Stormwind Guard in the murder. Once there, however, they found the warlock's dead body, apparently poisoned, and a forged suicide note. The letter implicated most of our heroes, their companions, and 2 of Stormwind's noblemen, Tarsus Roswell and Gideon Eriksson, in a plot to topple the government with the aid of the Burning Legion. Fortunately, Liri managed to take the note before the guards showed up, summoned by Lady Aaran, the apparent architect of the setup. While they weren't able to prove their innocence, quite the contrary in fact, or to defeat Lady Aaran, Benjamin and Liri, unfortunately knocked unconscious, managed to escape the scene after setting fire to the warlock's house. Meanwhile, Captain Bladebeard continued his own search for Buhd after making a brief detour at the stockades, where he paid off a corrupt guard to murder the prisoner Sima. He decided to pay a visit to his mother. For his part, Buhd continued training and socializing with other ogre prisoners. He met a weaker ogre named Nourish, an old ally in his warlord days, who informed him of his true name, Moarg. While Nourish insisted that Buhd's identity stay secret, our hero nevertheless intervened in a lopsided match between his weaker companion and a brutal and acidiac ogre named Karthok, Moarg's old rival for power and dire maul. After maiming Karthok with his cannon, Buhd was spared the human overseer's punishment by the ogre mage Breakbreck, apparently a collaborator of the jailers. He then proclaimed that Buhd would take Karthok's place in the coming Brawlers Guild tournament, set to begin on the coming day.
Thank you very much, Skoll. So, I would very much... I'd like to ask you, you guys, would you like me to put, like, the incriminating forged letter on screen? To, like, if you need, like, to remember some of the names on it? Or do you think it's not, like, particularly relevant? I leave it entirely up to you guys.
I don't think it needs to be up. That's me.
I mean,
Yeah,
you're the only
we
one not
haven't-
involved. You're the only one not involved, Skoll.
I don't know.
I mean, it could be
We
more
have
like
it on
this
Discord,
episode.
so it's probably fine.
Okay. If at any...
Wait, we should pin it on the Discord.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, there you go.
If at any point you also need me to show it on Roll20, feel free to ask and ye shall receive. Also, Zelris, DoomGoblin, and Thompshire, you should be able to move your tokens on the map. Can you test that out? Okay, DoomGoblin can. Zelris can too. Thompshire?
I think my Chrome had a stroke. Give me a second.
Well, it is Chrome. So yeah.
I use Internet Explorer. What are you talking about?
But while you wait on that, I think we should begin today's session with what Captain Bladebeard's been up to, because in the past session he like had the smallest role, and you can like see that in the recap. He has like the smallest paragraph out of all of the other player characters. Is everyone alright with that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So, DoomGoblin, Captain Bladebeard, you were just thinking that you should go visit your mother after you like did the whole bribery thing at the stockades, etc., etc. You're accompanied by your 2 crewmen, John and Tamal, the
Tamal.
Tamal, yeah. If you remember, the gnome left before you went to the stockades. She thought that like the best thing to do would be to like report everything to the authorities, and she motioned, "I'm going to Stormwind Keep."
Great. I got rid of her. Now I can continue doing my own thing.
So, you're currently in the trade district. Again, for context for everyone, it's currently around the time of Hallow's End, and you see like people in various forms of costume, which is like what's helping Tamal and John blend in. And yeah, the various trade activity, no pun intended, of the trade district is going on as usual. If you want to like stop anywhere or do anything, etc., feel free to let me know.
No, I think we are going to start making our way towards the Dwarven District.
John will. Maybe this is like above board for the viewers. I'm from Romania, and like whenever you visit a lady's house in Romania, you have to bring flowers. So that's why I'm saying this. Maybe it's not a thing in other countries, but John will put like tug on your coat, Bladebeard, and say, shouldn't we buy flowers, Captain?
Sure.
Oh, great. I'm a little bit short. Can you borrow a few? Can I borrow a few copper, please?
Yeah. Here you go. I give him like enough money to buy flowers.
He very gratefully takes it, smiles quite broadly at you, and goes off to buy the flowers. He doesn't like go far off. You clearly see a flower shop nearby, and he goes there. Yeah, as is.
All right, we wait for him.
Tomo will look at you and say, why is he buying flowers?
I don't know. I think it's a Romanian thing.
Sure.
It's the thing you do when you're visiting ladies.
Oh, of course. Should I also go?
I think one bouquet of flowers is enough.
Okay. As you look at John, like trying to haggle with the lady seems to look like uncomfortable at his presence. You can surmise that it's because John is an undead and like he smells like an undead.
Sure, I'll approach.
Yeah. John says, "Oh, hello, Captain. So, here's the money." And the lady says, "Right. Just put. I know it's Hallows End, but you don't have to like act so much." And John looks very embarrassed.
Yeah, he really likes to role play and cover all the aspects of being an undead when he's pretending to be one.
Yes. Just get going. Thank you for your business. And she thrusts a bouquet to John. I'm not an expert in flowers, so I won't even venture to say what fucking flowers they are. They're nice flowers.
Oh, nice flowers.
Oh, thank you, Captain. I promise I'll pay you back.
Yeah, whatever. Consider this your monthly pay. I know you haven't really done any work since you got freed, but whatever.
I mean, it's been like that happened last night, so.
Oh yeah. But don't worry, we'll get back on business soon.
I'm looking forward to that, Captain. Do we have a ship?
Nope. But we'll have one soon. I'll think of something.
Oh, well, the troll had your old ship and it's still out there. Well, I guess we would need a ship to get to it, but that's
Oh wait, yeah. Do you remember everything that happened while you were under her control?
He looks visibly uncomfortable. And he says, "Much of it, yes, Captain."
Oh, I mean, if you don't want to talk about it, it's all right.
You are my captain, and I
all right.
owe you as much.
Where the hell is my ship?
Well, it's in a spot in the middle of the ocean. I can probably take us there if the skies are clear and I'm able to steer by the stars clearly enough, but I'm gonna be completely honest, Captain. It seemed like a random spot in the middle of the ocean.
Who was on board? Her undead or anyone else?
It was undead, but not like me. They were all undead trolls.
Oh. I mean, it's safe to assume they all died when... Or, I mean, wait. You didn't die when she died. You got freed when she died, so maybe they all are now free troll undead, and maybe they sailed away. I don't know.
She took the ship as a sort of headquarters for a ritual she was planning, and it for the entirety of, well, she used it for a while, and then she got more ships, and then she stopped using it and moored it at that random point in the ocean, and until the ritual she was planning.
Well, I bet we'll run into it at some point. I mean, I don't know. I'm just glad to hear it's still afloat, not at the bottom of the ocean. That's nice.
Well, I'll be optimistic, Captain, I suppose.
Yeah, you should be. We all should be. Everything's gonna be fine.
Right. Well, if you have any further questions, I'll do my best to oblige. Shall we continue going?
Yeah. Let's go. Follow me.
He follows you, even though he also knows the way.
All right. I guess we'll continue walking towards the Dwarven District, towards my house, or my mother's house.
Are you going via the Cathedral District or via the Old Town?
Let's go by Cathedral District or Square.
Oh, right, my bad, yeah. Feel free to also move your token. Okay. As soon as you reach the Cathedral Square, you notice that there's quite a bit of commotion going on. There's people running out of the cathedral, apparently going in a random direction or another. When I say people, I mean clerics, but also people that seem to be civilians, if that makes sense.
They are running away from the cathedral?
They don't seem like they're running from the cathedral. They don't look frightened. They seem to be going somewhere. But not the same place. They're all going in various directions.
What's that about?
Well, it is Hallow's End. Who knows? Says John.
Yeah, let's just get out of here, Let's continue where we were going. I don't really care about whatever's going on around here. Do any of you?
John shrugs, and Tomo says, "I would be interested in studying this form of power, but I will follow your orders, Captain."
Form of power? You mean the light, the religion?
I suppose that's what you Azerothians call it, yes.
Yeah, maybe we can buy some books for you to read. There's a bunch of books on light here in Stormwind. If you really want to study.
I would be delighted, Captain. Though I admit I don't read your alphabet.
Oh, yeah. What alphabet do you read?
I read.
What were you before you became a mommy?
Well, I was an inhabitant of Koresh. That name probably means nothing to you.
Yeah. I don't think I heard of that place. So, but what race were you? An elf? An orc?
I was not a race you could define by your standards. Well, I was humanoid. Let's leave it at that.
All right. I mean, it's your privacy.
Well, it's not so much a question of privacy, Captain. It's also partly that was... He, lets out a sigh and says, tens of thousands of years ago? Or maybe just thousands? I'm not quite sure. Most of what I remember is he, motions at himself.
I have no idea what you mean, but yeah, it doesn't matter what you were. What matters is what you are now. Now, you're a pirate.
A very creepy pirate, says John.
Yeah, sure.
I'm honored to oblige, Captain.
All right, let's continue.
Do you reach the Dwarven District?
Sure.
Okay.
What's going on here?
Nothing too special. It seems like a typical day, although with more houses and costumes than usual. You do see a boy handing out flyers, a human boy.
Let's see if that's the same thing that Gunter, the corrupt guard, showed us. All right. I'll go towards the boy.
The boy hands you a flyer without saying anything, without even looking in your direction.
All right. Thanks, lad.
He says nothing.
What do I see?
Well, you can't read, but it looks pretty much the same as what Gunfer handed out.
There were some, fists, I believe you said, drawn.
Fists and, scrawlings. You would, recognize that the writing, separates a bunch of lines that appear to be names into 4 columns, I guess. But yeah, you see fists and fake explosions, and at the bottom it's 2 crossed swords.
All right, I'll keep the paper and move on.
May I see that, Captain?
Sure.
Says John.
Yeah. There you go.
He takes it and scans it, and says, Lady Whitley's Ogre Battalion. Do you think that has anything to do with our friend?
Which friend?
Oh, Buhd, the one we're looking for.
Oh, yeah. Maybe he's an ogre, and he's been kidnapped by this Lady Whitley. Could be.
Well, I don't see.
Good eye.
I don't see his name here. It says, Captain will be fighting George Aaronson. Basalt Brew will be fighting Krenna Steelarm. Brianna Edwards will be fighting Groggy Forgeheart. And the big one will be fighting Mogoon. And it's a tournament, apparently, to take place tomorrow.
You know what, Teeironor, DM?
Yes?
Can I use my stunt? I know a guy who knows a guy.
Of course.
And can we say that I know one of those people?
Yeah, that makes perfect sense to me. So
I don't remember the name, so
no
you
worries,
pick one.
No worries. Well, I will give you the option. There's basically I'll let you know, and John will let you know this, and we can decide like this, that there's 4 teams Lady Whitley's Ogre Battalion, Lord Escovar's Stromguard Legionnaires, Senator Stormpike's Forgers, or Johann Plagueborn's Violent Menagerie. You probably don't know anyone of the Violent Menagerie, nor of the Ogre Battalion. Would you like to know one from the Stromguard Legionnaires or the Stormpike Forgers?
Let's go with Stormpike Forgers.
Okay. Let me look at something real quick to also refresh. Okay. The Stormpike Forgers, as the name implies, are a group of dwarves sponsored by the Stormpike clan, and I think you would know Krenna. She is a very ferocious and old at this point dwarf warrior lady.
All right, and she's one of the fighters in that group.
Correct. She is set to fight against Basalt Brawl, whatever that means.
All right, and each group has how many fighters in?
2. It's
in
a
them?
tournament. It's a
2.
tournament, each with 2, 8 in total.
All right. Good to know.
Per your stunt, I would say, I, the DM, would say that if you were to go to like the tavern in the Dwarven District, you would find Krenna there.
All right, good to know. I might actually do that.
Although, this is like forcing the wording of your stunt a little bit because she's not a criminal. But yeah,
Oh, she's all right.
I will allow that.
I'll
I
allow
will
it.
allow it. I'll allow it.
We'll both allow it.
So you, as like John like rattles off the name, you do recognize the name of Krenna Steelarm and like maybe the term Stromguard and Stormpike.
Oh wait, I know one of them. Krenna. Yeah. I know that old hag.
Former girlfriend of yours? Sorry, Captain, I couldn't resist.
No, she's a friend. We did some business back in the day.
Sorry. I will take your word for it, Captain.
All right.
I've never heard of this Brawlers Guild before, though, to be honest.
Oh, it's a new thing, right? Right, DM?
Above board, yeah, you're like just after patch 5.1, which I think, when did the Brawlers Guild debut? I know it was Miss of Pandora, but I don't remember the patch. Oh, whatever, it is definitely new.
Yeah. I was in Stormwind last year, and this thing wasn't a thing.
Well, I'd be curious to check it out. Sounds exciting.
Yeah, we will.
So,
All right.
Where to?
Yeah, to my house.
This is the DM asking, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay. Eventually, you would reach your house. There would be like no incidents or anything like that on the way. You find yourself in front of the house. The door is closed. Knowing your mother, you're not sure if it's locked. Like even if she's not at home.
Sure. Just in case she is home, maybe you two should wait outside, and I'll she definitely never saw an undead before in her life. You know, she's just an old lady here in Stormwind, so
Won't she recognize me, Captain? Says John.
Sure. Probably. I don't know.
Well, I'll follow your lead, Captain, whatever you say.
Alright. Just stay here for a bit.
Do I also stay here? Says Tamal.
Yeah, I said undead.
Sorry. I missed that if as the DM. My bad. Tamol like nods and steps back. And yeah, you find yourself alone. They step back like several paces.
Bladebeard considers Tamal an undead as well, right?
Oh, okay, makes sense. All right, mummy, right? Yeah.
Yeah. He doesn't really understand ethereals. All right.
He's glowy.
Yeah, sure. He'll try to open the door.
It creaks open.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello? I'm at home.
You hear, remind me, you have like an upstairs room, correct?
Sure, yeah.
Mhm.
It's maybe not like the nicest house in the neighborhood, but pretty good house.
You hear like creaking upstairs and like as if someone is scrambling.
Yeah, I'll go upstairs.
Well, even before that, let me put it on screen. This is where it would be. Yeah. Give me a moment. Before, like, you take a few steps into the house, and you hear like the upstairs room swing open, and you hear an unfamiliar voice say, "Who's there? Stop right there!" And like rapidly running downstairs is this gentleman. Who are you?
I am the owner of this house. It's me. I'm Moby.
What? Who? And you hear a woman's voice from upstairs say, "Who's that?" And the elf says, "Someone named Moby." And you hear scrambling, like rapid footsteps from upstairs. And the woman say, "Moby, is that you?"
Aye, it's me, Ma.
Yeah, and as predicted, your ma, once I put her on screen, yeah, there she is. You designed her yourself, DoomGoblin, thank you for that. Yeah, I'll also move her and this guy from Zelris and Thompshire's tokens. Yeah, she rapidly goes downstairs and sees like the night elf standing there bewildered and says, "What the fuck are you still doing here? Can't you see that I have guests? Get the fuck out of here!" And the night elf looks very, very startled and says, "Can I pick up my clothes?" And she says, "Get the fuck out of here! I'll take your clothes there to you when your dirty shift starts. Get the fuck out of here!" And he scrambles right out of the house. Moby, you
Nice to-
son of a bitch, where the hell have you been?
Oh, you know, around. How you been?
Well, is lonely living alone with your son who knows where, risking his life? You barely send me any money too.
Oh, all right. I mean, I brought you some money now.
She extends a hand.
I'll give her like, let's say half of what I have.
Okay.
It should be like a handsome amount, right?
Yeah, I don't remember how many people you've robbed. Like the
I robbed
Lord.
the vault of Booty Bay auction house.
I'm also thinking about if you took like the reward money Lord Roswell offered from Benjamin, etc., etc.
No, I think during the Lord Roswell arc, I lost all my money and I never took it back.
Okay, fair enough. She looks at it and says, "That's it." It is a generous sum what you gave her.
Aye, that's it.
Oh, yes. You stupid son of a bitch. How's this supposed to pay for anything? Oh, fuck it. Come here. Let me give you a hug. And she, like, reaches to give you a hug.
Yeah, he hugs back.
So, where have you been? Where have you been? Tell me everything. Tell me everything.
Wait, before I brought 2 friends along, 2 of my crewmen.
You usually bring 50. Come on, bring them in.
Just a word of warning. They are. Have you heard about like undead, living corpses, those kind of people?
Think so? Maybe. I think there were those weird things in up in Lordran. What's that got to do with anything? Have you been messing with undead, boy? I told you 100 times. I told you and your father to stay the fuck away from Lordran. And what the fuck are you doing?
It's a long story. We'll tell you everything, alright? But my 2 crewmen, they are undead. They are good undead. They're just like living people, but they're dead.
But how are they living if they're dead?
Well, they were dead, but now they're not.
So they're not dead.
Yeah, but they're kind of rotten.
She looks confused and says, who cares if they're rotten? I'm not gonna eat them or anything.
Well, you're gonna smell them, alright?
The house does smell awful, above board.
Maybe not. Maybe they'll blend in just right.
Yeah. And you will see from like a pile of laundry lying on the floor, a familiar figure like step out.
Oh look, it's your cat. How you been, little boy?
He like glances at you and like keeps walking. Cat's been cat, you know that. He's a real cat. You get it? You get it?
Yeah.
All right,
A real cat.
Bring in your friends. I'll, well, I don't have anything to eat, but maybe you can go to the tavern or something. You treat.
Alright. I'll go outside, and I assume the night elf didn't do anything with my crewman, right?
You do not
still there.
You do not see the night elf. You can presume that he walked away.
Alright, you two. Get in here.
Yes, Captain, says John, and Tomo says, who was that?
The night elf?
I suppose that's the name, yes.
I don't know. Just some dude.
John says, don't ask those questions. Let's just go. Tomo shrugs and walks in. Your mother sees the two of them, like looks them up and down, and says, "Well, you don't look half as bad as what Moby said." Tomo says, "Who is Moby?"
That's me. That's what I'm known as around here.
What the fuck are you talking about? That's the name I gave you when you came out of my womb, you dumb bastard.
Well, I have my pirate name.
I know.
That's what people know me as.
I know that on the high seas you're the almighty and high Captain Beerblade or whatever the fuck. But right here in Stormwind, you're Moby. You got that?
Yeah. I know.
Now, she like claps you on the shoulder and says, "Are we gonna get a drink or what?"
Yeah. So, no drinks in the house?
I don't have any drinks in my house, is the thing. Feel free to like roll a careful to see if she's lying or not.
No. I will not.
Okay.
Fine, Tamal, John, you can stay here and I'll go get some drinks.
We don't get to drink, Captain?
Oh, I'll get some drinks for all of us.
Tamor and John look at each other and nod slowly. And Marfa like puts her arm around you, Bladebeard, and like steers you outside. Well, she's sort of like leaning into you. You see that she like stumbles for a little bit, and you smell like alcohol on her breath. And she says, "All right, so Moby, what the fuck have you been up to?"
I'll get some drinks and then we can talk. It's a long story.
Well, you don't want me to come with you?
Oh, yeah, actually, yeah. You're coming with? Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. As we're walking, I guess. You saw those two fuckers, my crew.
Aye, fine people.
They're my only crewmen at the moment.
She looks at you and says, and like, actually, let me think. She looks at you and says, "Oh, what the fuck happened?"
Well, here's what the fuck happened. My ship and my crew got stolen by this magical witch woman.
Again? I told you 1,000 times not to trust those magical witch women, but you never listen.
You never told me that. You never told me that.
Well, I must have told you at some time. That story sounds familiar enough to me.
I don't know, maybe you told Dad, but not me.
She like spits on the ground and says, "A lot of good it did him. Must have run off with like a magical bitch somewhere and well, let's forget about that and get some drinks already."
Yeah. Oh, also, I brought you a gift. It's been a busy few weeks and I didn't really have time to get you anything fancy, but I found this.
Then why the fuck did you bother? Just kidding. Come on. You know that you're just being here is gift enough for me, Moby.
Yeah, I know, but I wanted to get you something. I have this crown made of chocolate that I actually have. I got it in season 1, right?
Sure, we can say that.
No, I actually did.
He did.
I have it here written on my paper.
Okay.
So I believe it was in Booty Bay, in the auction house vault.
Is it like wrapped?
You were looking for the real crown and you took the chocolate one.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I'm guessing it's like wrapped in like aluminum or whatever.
Sure.
Okay. Well,
yeah.
The Warcraft
just be careful. I don't know how old this is.
A crown's a crown, Moby. Thank you so much. She puts it on her head.
Yeah, it looks good on you.
Kinda soft for a crown. What the fuck is this made out of?
Chocolate, I believe.
What? They make crowns out of chocolate?
I apparently at least one.
She looks at she like takes it off her head, looks at it, like pokes it, and puts it in her mouth. Like quote unquote aluminum and all.
I think you're supposed to take the first layer off.
I'm a dwarf. My ancestors ate rocks for breakfast. I can handle this.
Is it good?
Kinda.
Alright.
The chocolate part's good.
The aluminum part?
She like spits some out. Does that answer your question?
It does.
Okay. Do you guys want to continue with Bladebeard and his mom reaching the tavern, or should we check up on someone else, I suppose?
Yeah, I think it's been a while, so we can check up on other players.
Any preferences? I guess Benjamin and Lyri, since we left on the cliffhanger for you guys last time. I think Lyri, since you're unconscious, like draped on Benjamin's shoulder, I'd like to have like a brief scene with you.
Okay.
So, after you were knocked unconscious, you like start dreaming, though that's not quite the right term. You feel yourself like in a lot of pain. Obviously, you've been like fucking slashed, burned, etc., etc. And the myriad voices in your mind like reach a cacophony, like continuously like yelling at you to do stuff, to say stuff, to etc., etc. And this continues for a few minutes until one voice comes out and apparently like silences them all, like speaks above all the other voices in your mind and says, "How are you doing, child?"
I don't say anything.
"You seem to be in a bit of trouble."
Yeah?
"I can help you know."
I'll take any help.
"I was hoping you'd say that." And Benjamin, as you're like sneaking around the walls of the Mage District, you suddenly feel that your sack of potatoes is moving.
I'll try to set her down to see if she's waking up.
Yeah, Liri, you're being set down by Benjamin.
I will allow him to set me down.
You continue to feel a lot of physical pain, but strangely enough, the voices in your mind are silent.
I just kind of, I guess, don't do anything. I enjoy the moment of tranquility I've just been given.
Okay. I leave it up to the two of you. What do you do, etc. You're like, well, Benjamin was sneaking around like the back alleyways trying to avoid the guards.
I just sit there and just enjoy the moment.
I hate to remind you, but I think we're some sort of criminals now.
Now?
Well, more than usual.
Did you finish off, what's her face?
Well, it was either that or...
Either that or what?
Well, or your neck would be slit.
You do feel a wound on your neck, Liri. Not a deep one, but it is present.
Okay. By the way, just asking, what did accepting the help even do? Or am I not right to know yet?
Woke you up.
Okay, she just woke me up.
Well, at least for now.
Okay.
And the fact that the voices are silent.
Okay. I will... Yeah, I will just, I guess, look around and kind of look at Benjamin and see what he wants to do.
Well, being criminals, I don't think there's really anything we can do aside from, well, leaving or perhaps finding Bladebeard.
Aren't we also missing Buhd? Or is Bladebeard sorting that out?
Well, supposedly he would.
Okay.
Well, thing is, how do we do either of those things without being caught by guards, for example?
Kill them.
That would be unwise, says a voice in your mind.
That would be unwise, I say to Bladebeard. I mean, Benjamin.
Yeah, you're talking sense for once.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just have a great conscience. Yeah.
I just narrow my eyes and go, right. So, here's the plan. I think we may get out of the Mage District if I turn into a guard, but after that, it's really a matter of what we want to do.
Can't we clear our names? Can we, like...
Well, you made it your mission to butcher a few of the guards, so clearing your name or not, well, you've done a fair share of murdering.
They were gonna murder me.
Well, yes, they were gonna murder me too, and I made the effort not to murder them.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You know, you're not doing anyone any help by just being so...
Well, you wanted to talk after, well, you got us into this mess to begin with.
I didn't do anything.
Yeah, if you think so.
If I think so, I didn't do anything at all.
No, you didn't beat up a nobleman or anything.
I did what was necessary.
Look, let's just get out of here, okay?
Uh-huh. Where do you want to go?
Well, away for one.
Away where?
I'm not sure, really.
Isn't there only like a couple exits out of the city? You know, like there's the harbor and there's the. I know there's the tram that was mentioned before, but is that it?
Well, there's as you said, the docks, the tram, and the main gate. Aside from that, I'm sure. Well, maybe there's something in the keep, perhaps. But
wouldn't there be people guarding all those exits?
well, that's why I plan on turning into a guard.
Turning into a guard?
Yes.
What does that mean?
Okay, you've hit your head. It's, you remember, I have an orb, right? Then I can turn into other people.
Oh! The orb, got it. But what about me?
Well,
There are people that can help, says the voice in your mind, Liri.
I was planning to have you as some sort of prisoner, perhaps.
Can't we just, like, take the armor? I mean, it might not fit great, but...
What do you mean, take their armor?
Just, like, get a guard and take his armor.
Can we please stop adding to our list of crimes?
Isn't impersonating a guard also a criminal act, Benjamin?
Well, at least I'm not hurting someone and stealing their clothes.
Yeah, you're only hurting the credibility of the law enforcement. Yeah, got it.
The voice in your mind repeats itself, Liri, and says, there are people that can help you.
I say to my mind, what kind of people?
It says, a guard captain at the entrance of Stormwind's gates, a beggar at the crossing to the trade district, and a dwarven cleric that's on her way to you.
On the weights of me?
You hear nothing in reply.
What?
Are you still there?
Huh? I...
Okay, I guess you're still not feeling too well, so...
Huh? What? Huh? Wait, what do you... Huh? I look Benjamin in the eye.
Hello?
What?
What? What?
What? Huh?
Okay.
Huh?
You were more bearable when you were knocked out.
I don't... I scratch my head.
The voice in your mind says to you, Liri, seek these people out, any of them, and they can help you.
Didn't you say there was one, like, coming right towards me, voice in my brain?
Yes, but I don't know if they'll be able to make it to you through the string of guards. Might be better to find a safe spot first.
Okay. Benjamin, we should go find out three people in the city, the big blue city, and seek their guidance.
What's that supposed to mean? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Just enjoying the peace and quiet, you know?
Okay.
There should be a beggar at the trade district. Let's go find them.
There should be a bunch of them, I guess.
There should be a guard at the gate.
Well, there's plenty of those as well.
There should be a dwarven cleric meeting us soon.
Well, maybe there's some seagulls by the docks as well.
Very funny.
What's this supposed to mean?
What? Guards are coming right now, down the streets, down the alleyways, and we're just sitting here doing nothing. Come on.
And what? I'm supposed to believe you think there's 3 random people that'll help us?
Yeah? I mean, when have I ever been wrong, Benjamin?
I don't think I have fingers to count that.
Uh-huh. Why'd you lose them all?
Look, fine, let's go to your cathedral district or whatever.
Cathedral district? What?
Sorry, my bad. I meant the trade district.
Uh-huh. I mean, I think we should just get out of here.
Well, I agree for once.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I mean, Lyri just suddenly goes limp and closes her eyes.
Limp as in you fall to the ground, or?
Yes.
alright, what is going on? I kind of poke her with my foot to see if she's alive.
She rolls over.
As in, voluntarily?
No, you kicked her so hard.
Poke her with my foot. Okay, let's stop playing games and just get out of here, please.
Lyri says nothing.
Okay. I poke her a little harder.
Lyri doesn't do anything.
You should probably go, says the voice in your mind.
I say the voice in my mind, yeah, but I don't want to walk anymore, so...
You probably should.
Getting lifted everywhere by Benjamin seems a lot more efficient.
Well, I'll be fine on my own then.
Oh no!
And I just start slowly walking away. Wait, is anyone around?
Again, you're like in the alleyways that like separate the wall from like the outer buildings. There's nobody around. It's actually kind of a cramped space.
Then yeah, I'll transform in the meantime.
Lyri grabs onto Benjamin's foot as he walks away.
Oh, alive are we?
Mm-hmm.
Well, What are you waiting for?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I guess Lyri will go along with Benjamin's plan, I guess.
Feel free to like move your tokens on the map. Benjamin.
Also, I didn't even notice until now. Outdated tokens.
Oh yeah. I
What a throwback.
mentioned last week that I didn't bother to update the tokens. Yeah. You're walking like alongside the like northern portion or the southern portion. Like, what's your end goal?
Well, I guess we'd go through the outer portion.
The what portion? Sorry.
The upper portion.
Okay. Yeah. You do. You hear the commotion of guards, like in the streets proper, and you do hear like armored footsteps and shouting in like the alleyways, like further back. Like there are people looking for you in the alleyways, like where you are also. You will be able to move into the main city, into the main street rather, at any point you would wish. Just that there might be guards there, and you won't be able to like cross into another district from alleyways. So I guess eventually you would walk into the main street unless you do something else.
Yeah. So, are you ready?
Yeah, ready, yeah.
If they want to take you away, I'm actually not really sure what to do.
What? Take me away, what? Where?
Well, you're a criminal, and yeah.
Yeah, so are you though.
Well, I'm a guard, don't you see?
Yeah, sure. In fact, if you're gonna be that way, just hand me over right away, huh? Let me at him.
What? Do you want to have a noble sacrifice by being the bait?
The bait?
Yeah, they're just saying you should, no.
Yeah, with that attitude, you might as well just throw me away, huh?
Well, I'm open to ideas if you have any better ones.
Yeah, shut up.
The voice in your mind says, "Do not be foolish. Play it safe. Seek out the people I mentioned."
Well then.
Yes, sure, I'll go along with you.
Then I'll go ahead and exit the alleyways.
Are you like being stealthy, or are you just being like nonchalant because you're a guard?
I mean, I'm trying to be stealthy, but like in a not suspicious way, I guess.
Sure. Give me a sneaky difficulty 2, I guess.
Oh, that's... Well, let's see. I may want to use a fate point for that.
Sure, what would you be invoking?
I guess I'll invoke Adventuring Soul Sword. I guess I am sneaky sometimes.
That makes sense to me, and I accept it. Yeah, any guards you see, at least for the moment, will treat you as like one of their own, also investigating the matter or patrolling or whatever. What about Liri? What does she do?
So wait, what exactly is this scenario again?
This is like assuming that Benjamin like walked alone or is seen only alone, the guards will not like think that he's suspicious. But if Lyri like walks alongside him, this might change.
I guess Lyri will just keep her head down and kind of keep a tiny bit of space away from Benjamin, but also close enough that, Benjamin can, I guess.
Are you doing
quickly.
anything to hide your wounds or anything like that?
No. No, because I have like so many, and I don't want to look suspicious, so I might as well just kind of
Bleed out.
look confident, I guess.
Well, it's... I guess give me a sneaky difficulty 6, I guess. Oh wow, right on the dot. Okay. Yeah, the guards are like too preoccupied running back and forth to notice the obvious injured elf in the toe of another guard.
Awesome.
At least for the moment. So, you are in the streets of the Mage District. Again, you see the commotion, like a lot of the guards like running around, searching the alleyways and especially the area around the Warlock's house. If you were to look around, you would also see that there are some guards like at specific houses like guarding them. But other than that, you're free to do as you wish for now.
I guess we'll head towards the bridge, towards the trade district.
You will see guards like walking from the stockades to the Mage District. One of them will probably like ask you, not in a suspicious manner, but rather will say, where are you going? Isn't the action in the district? The incident?
Oh, I was ordered to patrol the trade district since a lot of guards were mobilized here.
He gives you a nod and continues running along. So, you pass by the stockades. I presume you're not going into the stockades.
No.
Liri?
Huh? The stockades? No.
Okay, yeah. Eventually, you will reach the bridge to the trade district where, once I put them on screen, yeah, you will see this lovely gentleman, like a beggar on near the bridge, and immediately as he sees you, like he looks straight at the two of you and like gives you a come over here motion.
See, look, I told you.
Yeah, how do you know him exactly?
Oh, I was just told that he'd be here.
Told by who?
Just like the thing in my brain.
Should I be worried? Because I am worried.
No, it's fine. This probably has to do with, my condition. I just know people.
You know what? I'm actually kind of desperate, so I'll go with it.
Do you walk to the beggar?
Yep.
I'll let Lyri do it. I'll stay behind a bit, but within hearing distance.
Liri, do you walk?
Yep.
And the beggar will look up at you and he will say, "The deacon told me that you'd be here. Come quick." And he like gets up and begins like motions you to follow him into one of the alleyways of the district.
I follow him.
What does Benjamin do?
Wait, so is he going back inside the mage quarter?
Not like via the main entrance, but rather one of the side alleyways.
I kind of follow behind with some distance.
Okay. The beggar will eventually reach an apparently random spot on the wall. Press it. Say something in a language that Benjamin does not know. Lyri would understand that he said "open" in a language that she's like never heard before, but also for some reason understands. And he pushes on the wall, and it like opens up a small passageway. And he It's not lit, and he like motions, come, and goes in.
I will kind of look around and like slowly go in, I guess.
The passageway begins to close.
Oh god, I run in.
Give me a quick difficulty 4.
It would be funny if I failed that.
Oh yeah, you run in. The beggar doesn't seem to be paying particular attention to you, Benjamin. But he does accept you as like part of the crew, so to say. Yeah, the passageway is dark, but the beggar, you hear him like rustling, and he lights up a torch. There were from a pile on the ground, and he motions for you to follow him down a set of stairs that go down.
I go down the stairs, I guess. I mean, I'm kind of going on autopilot because all the peace and quiet is doing me good.
Understandable. Benjamin?
I continue following behind with a bit of distance.
The beggar will look at you while he's walking. Will look at you, Benjamin, and say, "Have you also heard the call, friend?"
The call?
The call.
The call.
Benjamin is part of my entourage. He's my loyal defender.
Oh, I believe it. The message said that there would be 2. I was just curious what was your relationship with the matter, friend. If you don't want to say, I understand. If the higher-ups do have their own secrets, and I'm not one to pry.
Right. Yeah.
Eventually, you will reach a series of underground tunnels. They're artificial tunnels, I should say, not natural. And he leads you down them. They do like start forking at several points, and he like goes in like a purposeful direction, etc., etc. Feel free to like ask him or say anything if you'd like, or just continue following.
How do you remember which way to go?
Well, to be honest, when the orcs raised the city all those decades ago, the people who didn't go to Lord Ron went in these tunnels, and that's how we survived. And I was one of them. I know them practically like the back of my hand at this point.
Okay.
Eventually, as you would be walking, you would see that there is like a clearing that he's heading to where there is light.
So, does this go to the surface?
Oh, well, of course there are entrances all over the city.
Interesting.
Eventually, I'm presuming you're continuing to follow him, right?
Yep.
Okay. Eventually, you would reach the clearing where you would see a large gathering of people that seem to be like all sorts of people, like civilians, clergymen, a handful of soldiers, people in like richer clothing, people in like poorer clothing, like from all walks of life in this like big chamber. And the beggar like loudly proclaims, "I've brought them," as the deacon said. And like the crowd walks to the two of you, very curious, and you hear like them say, "How are you feeling?" They ask you all these overwhelming questions at once.
Liri, what the fuck did you get us into?
Huh? I just did what I was told.
By who?
The overwhelming presence in my head.
God, we're gonna die. We're gonna die.
We're not gonna die. It'll be fine. God, I'm feeling on top of the world. You honestly should lighten up, Benjamin.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
I was almost killed 30 minutes ago. Come on. Lighten up. You have no reason to be so sad.
Someone in the crowd offers you a water skin.
I will
Lyri.
take the water skin.
And they also offer to like dress your wounds.
I will let them.
They don't make the same offer to Benjamin.
Benjamin isn't wounded as much, so you know what? He can. he can get it. You know, he can.
Like the people are again like asking lots of questions at once of Lyri that are like overwhelming and cacophonous, but the general like vibe seems to be that they're like happy to see her. For Benjamin, they treat him like they realize he's there, but they don't like interact with him that much. Like some of them will like give you an appraising look, Benjamin, not a hostile one, but like oh, what's this guy about?
Yeah, I'm fine with that, honestly.
And Lyri, they will lead you to go to a chair, pretty much, a stone chair. A stone chair.
What does the chair look like? Can I like do a inspection? Careful.
Yeah, give me a careful difficulty too. It is. It looks and is stone chair, and actually, as you look around, you notice that there are lots of stone chairs nearby. They appear to be like built into the pillars that hold up this underground complex.
I will carefully sit on the chair because these people have been ever so nice. I don't want to appear brash or ungrateful. So I will carefully sit down on the chair.
And someone, they will like make way for someone to approach you once I put them on screen. Give me a hot second. Yeah, this lady will approach you. Where should I put her? I'll put her here, let's say. And again, the other people will like make room for her to approach you, Lyri, and she'll ask you, "Are you feeling well?"
I'm feeling just fine.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. The deacon will be here to visit you soon. He asked for us to bring you here as an honored guest, and well, I hope the accommodations are suitable.
More than suitable. Thank you for the warm welcome.
She nods and smiles and says, "The deacon said that tonight will be a true feast, so I'll have some of the lads bring in supplies."
Awesome. Cool.
She nods and smiles and says, be well, child, and walk in the twilight." And she walks away.
Don't they usually say walk in the light?
Oh no, this is Benjamin, come over here. Hey. And like,
Yeah?
Benjamin. The deacon will be coming down here soon, Benjamin. The deacon.
Who's the deacon?
The big guy in the big cathedral.
The bishop?
I didn't realize those are two different things.
Apparently Blizzard didn't either about that.
Oh no. I mean, I only know one person who is like that. I don't know. I mean,
Like what?
Like, I only know one person who prays and goes to the cathedral district, so I'm assuming it's him.
Okay. That doesn't explain anything.
Oh, I mean, what do you want from me, Benjamin?
I want to know what the fuck is going on. What is this?
I'm an honored guest, and you're part of my retinue, part of my entourage.
What if they started like gutting people and feeding their guts to us?
then we will accept with open arms.
Excuse me?
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. We'll just politely excuse ourselves.
Through where? This is a maze.
Yeah. And I don't know how to speak the language to get out, so...
Next time I just won't trust you, so...
Won't trust me. We're safe from the guards down here.
I don't feel this is safe, okay?
Yeah, but we're safe from the law, so...
Well, we're not safe from getting our organs harvested or something.
There's light coming down from the ceiling right there, Benjamin. If... Honestly, I can probably get up there by myself. I mean... Maybe you should just take some rock climbing lessons or something.
Let's just see where this goes. Hopefully we won't die or worse.
I mean, come on, Benjamin, take a seat. And I just snap on my lip. Come on, Benjamin. Give him a smirk. I mean, you don't get a chair, so.
I'm fine.
Are you sure you want to?
That's okay.
Someone will actually approach you, Benjamin. A person who's also wearing Stormwind Guard armor, and says, "Hey, what regiment are you from?"
Do I know any regiments?
You probably know enough to make one up.
Yeah, I guess I'll just make one up. I don't know.
Okay. He nods and says, "Oh, over in Westfall, eh? Well, care to help with carrying some of the stuff? There's quite a lot of preparations to be made."
I can shoot a quick glance at Liri.
Benjamin is part of my entourage. If you want to borrow him, make sure he is treated nice and comes back safe and soundly and very quick.
The person in armor looks at you confused and says, "What do you mean? We have no intention of harming him."
Yeah, I know, but he's not. He's a bit of a klutz. So just keep a watchful eye over him, just so he doesn't fall over and hurt himself.
The guard laughs and says, "You know, I once dropped the sacrificial knife right at the wrong moment, and it also caused a mess, so I definitely get that."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, makes sense.
I look incredulous at this.
So, care to help? I didn't catch your name. I'm Marcus.
I'm Johnny.
Nice to meet you, Johnny.
Yeah, pleasure.
He still looks as if, well, are you gonna help or not?
Yeah, it's just not.
He will start walking away, and leading you somewhere.
Yeah, I'll follow him. Hopefully, I won't get sacrificed or anything.
You see that he walks you into the other side of the room, that leads into another room that appears to be part storage room, and he says, and where there are a bunch of tables, and he says, "Well, we should be moving these into position if we're gonna have a feast tonight. So come on, you grab that side, I'll grab the front."
Sure. And I'll go to grab the other side, and I'll just ask, what's the occasion?
Well, I don't know. I just know that the deacon said that something glorious will happen today, and that it involves your friend.
Well, the more you know.
He shrugs and says, "Well, he's never been wrong before. I've had some bad experiences in a battle in the Barrens, and the deacon has helped me see the true twilight."
I see.
What about you? Well, obviously, I don't mean to dwell, but if I'm curious, how did you get initiated?
Oh, Lady Lyri, my master, she got me into all this not very long ago.
Oh, I see. Well, I do hope that eventually you'll be able to. You'll be part of our group also because you want to be, not just because you were told. Trust me, we are doing what's best for Azeroth, and well, I hope that one day you'll be part to see the results of our work.
Yeah, thank you. Looking forward to that, I think.
He nods, and you continue moving tables, I guess.
Yeah, very fun.
What is Liri doing at this point?
I'm brooding on my chair.
Okay. Above board, like, there at least like an hour will pass before something happens. For you, Benjamin and Liri. I would like to move to see what Bud's been up to, but would you be doing anything in this hour or whatever?
I will be quietly enjoying the piece I've been given, because even though I've only had like crazy voice in my head for like a day or so, I really needed a break. So I'll just enjoy the silence and chill.
Understandable. Benjamin, would you be helping the people like move tables, continue the preparations, etc., etc.?
Yeah, I'll avoid sacrificial knives if there are any.
It's all like very benign stuff. You, like, eventually some people will arrive with crates that they will say they brought from like their homes outside, and you see like normal looking vegetables, like normal looking poultry, pork, etc., etc. Nothing too crazy.
Yeah, that's fine then. I'll keep helping.
Okay. Bud, my dear Bud, what have you been up to? For context, again, the last thing. Are you here with us, Skoll?
Yep.
Sorry for the long delay. For context, the last thing you did was that you blew the guy's arm off, and Break, the ogre mage, like proclaimed that you would like take his place in the Brawlers Guild tournament. And like the ogres cheered you on, and Break like walked away, clearly unhappy with you, but like, yeah. What now? As like the cheers died down, and like the ogres assumed their usual stance of looking around confused.
I guess Bud would, I think he would, continue to try to socialize unless they told him to go back to his quarters, which I don't think they did.
They did not, no. Okay. Who would you be trying to socialize with?
The, Shaman Ogre that he, spoke with.
Oh, your friend,
prior.
Right, Nuresh.
Yeah.
He is still on the ground staring at you in shock. And when you approach him, he like stands up and says, "Told you not to make a scene."
But you were getting hurt.
That's always been your weakness, Mohawk.
Oh, me still not used to that name.
No. So, well, now you're gonna be fighting in tournament tomorrow.
Yeah, I guess so. Been a while since do anything like that.
He nods as if he understands, which he clearly does not, and says, "Heard opponents today, well, not today. Heard opponents tomorrow are tough. Heard that What's his name? What was the guy's name you just named? I'm blanking.
Which one?
The guy you just named.
Hold on, let me pull them up. It's been a little bit.
I'm also blanking. Let me see.
I pulled them all the way up to our missing.
Carfuck, right.
Yeah, there we go.
My bad. Naresh will say, Carfuck was big and strong. Big human lady said that he'll be fighting toughest matches, and now you take his place.
It okay. I fight a lot of things. I fought a kraken. I fought some demons not too long ago. I'll be okay, I think.
What
Probably.
are those? What kraken?
Demon?
What demon?
Well, krakens are giant fish with big giant tentacles. Long stumpy fishy legs, basically. Really big.
He looks at you confused. Like blank faced, like you're talking nonsense.
They really big fishes, like very, very big, like probably size of building.
He nods very, very slowly. So you fight and kill fish. That's not gonna save you.
Well, I fight demons, and demons are real nasty.
Noresh like sits back down and like puts his head in his palms and like if this were a human he would be weeping.
You okay?
You're gonna die again. You're gonna die again and we're gonna remain slaves forever.
Oh, don't think like that. I am strong. I've done a lot of things, and who are they gonna throw it? But they're gonna throw. Well, it can't be that bad. This human city, they have what, ogres? Oh, I fight ogres. They have demon maybe. Oh, well, I fight demon. And there's no way they're gonna fit giant kraken on battle.
He looks up at you and says, I hope you're right, Moarg. And he like gets back up and says, train now.
That's probably a good idea.
Okay. So I'm guessing, unless there's anyone in particular you would like to talk to that you would spend like the rest of the day towards the evening training with your fellow ogres?
Yeah, I think he would just train like ogre to ogre, basically.
And again, whenever you best someone, and you are stronger than all the other ogres, unless you decide to spar with like the other guy who's going to go into the tournament. Yeah, you are stronger than all the other ogres, and like when you best them, they look very, very surprised that you don't beat them up.
Yeah, and Buhd kind of catches on to that, but continues to, lend them a hand, bring them back up, and say good job and all that stuff.
I imagine like some of them will like even like turn their backs to you and say, it hurt less if you hit here. Yeah. Eventually, supper time would arrive, and you would actually see, let me put it on screen. You remember in the last session that there was an ogre that like was kept in his cell, and you couldn't like get the opportunity to talk to him. He is being apparently led out and taken somewhere. Let me put him on screen. Yeah, this gentleman. He looks like very, very submissive, depressed, if that makes sense.
Does he, is he wearing an apron?
Yeah.
Oh, you must be chef.
Do you say that in general, or are you saying that to somebody in particular?
I think he just says it out loud.
Yeah. The ogre you were just sparring with will say, "Yes, chef. Make good food."
Oh, I like food.
Yeah. He's being led to like the place you were also like led to where you talked with Break for the first time. And
All
he
right, and
disappears from view. And eventually, unless you do something else, after several more minutes, the guards will bring out a large trail that they, well, like a cart, basically a cart filled with like bows that they start handing out to the ogres. It's slop, but it's good slop.
Oh, good food.
Yeah, and I'm guessing you would eat. Do you again talk with anybody or etc. etc.?
I'm sure he would try to socialize and talk about the food and the chef, maybe to an extent, like get information about him.
You would know that you would find out that he is like their favorite chef in Daimo, and they're actually kind of glad that he also got captured. But you also like get the inkling that how should I say this? He's sort of being used as quote-unquote blackmail, like if you ogres dare to revolt, we'll kill your chef, pretty much. Make sense?
Oh, okay.
Oh, they don't. Oh, that's not so good. They do that.
If he were free, he could make good food all time.
We all free. We get to eat good and live good.
The ogre you would be talking with would look down and say, "We never free again."
But Bud would keep his thoughts to himself, but he'd scratch his chin and think on it.
Would you do anything else until like night's out?
He might try to go for seconds or thirds. They let him.
The guards would actually let him and let you. Sorry, and they will like snicker and say, "Enjoy your last meal, ogre. You're gonna need it for the arena tomorrow."
It not last meal if I get more later.
The guard like snorts and shrugs at you and says, "Well, for our own bonus pays, I hope you win."
I hope you get good pay.
He nods slowly at you. And eventually, like the lady that first brought you in, let me also put her on screen, will also walk into the chamber, and she will like walk to you and also try to pull you aside. And she will,
I guess Bud would get pulled aside by her.
and she would also pull aside this gentle ogre that I'm gonna put on screen. Just getting pretty crowded at this point. The ogre, I presume you haven't like directly interacted with him because he's been mean to you the first time.
Yeah, no, he hasn't interacted with him that much.
He would like stare at you, like eyeing you up and down, and the lady would say, "All right, you two, you're gonna be fighting some pretty impressive opponents tomorrow. You, Captain Hiccupick the Eviscerator. How's that for a name?"
I like Captain Cannoneer more.
Suit yourself. I'll brainstorm something for the announcement tomorrow. So, you, Captain, will be fighting one George Aronson, a Stormguard Legionnaire. I'm guessing that name means absolutely nothing to you, because of course it doesn't. You're a stupid ogre. Oh, he is big, strong, maybe not as strong as you, but who knows. He'll be wearing lots of armor and will try to stab you good.
Oh, stabbing not that fun.
Well, good news for you is you'll be allowed to bring in your cannon, so that might work in your advantage, but try not to waste it early, I guess.
That sounds like plan.
Apparently this guy is, well, your typical soldier. If you find a way to outsmart him, I think that might be the best way to go. I'm rooting for you, you know. I have a lot of money on this adventure.
Yes, that, what, your other, human friends say.
She rolls her eyes and says, they talk too much, but if you win, you'll get double portions. How's that?
Oh, okay, that sounds good.
And then she turns to the other ogre and says, now you apparently will be fighting one of Johan's beasts, the big one, it's called. It's, well, a big fucking gorilla. And the other ogre nods slowly and the lady says, you have no idea what that is, right? And the other ogre like shakes his head no silently and like sighs and says, right, well, it's a gorilla, it's not smart, beat it that way. The ogre looks confused and says, but I don't think you know any other way, says the lady. I kinda wish he was as smart as you, she says to you, Buhd.
Yeah, I'm pretty smart.
Me 10 times the ogre she is. Right. Get some rest. First thing in the morning, you'll be out. Do us proud.
Okie doke, that sounds good.
Yeah, the lady will walk away and the other ogre will like shoulder check you as he walks away.
You gonna cry again?
Me gonna punch you again?
Well, you should punch it for the gorilla, which you don't even know what that is.
You don't know what that is. Like you know what Humi Stromard be. Yeah, you dumb.
It's a human with strum. But I heard that word before, probably. But it's not important. It's a human. You don't know what a gorilla is. That's sad.
A gorilla is a go with a rilla. Yeah.
It's a giant monkey.
What a
On
monkey?
a fur.
No. Me know what monkey is. You stupid.
What a monkey?
It giant thing that come from sky and fly.
No. A tiny little furry man who likes bananas and swings a lot. Stupid.
You talk big, but you stupid.
Oh, look who talking.
He like sneers at you and says, me show you, me beat go with Rilla good, and then we fight in finals and I beat you up.
Okay. Keep telling self that.
He will like throw a punch at you at this point. Do you...
Buhd would try to catch it, I guess.
Okay, then give me a forceful and I'll roll his forceful. Tie. You catch the punch, but it's clearly a heavy punch. And like you two are like evenly matched, and he stares into your eyes menacingly.
Bud will stare back menacingly and growl.
He will growl back at you, but he will quote unquote blink first and like withdraw his fist and say, weak, stupid ogre, me show you. And he will walk away.
You smell bad.
He does, but so does everyone else. Okay.
Yeah, but Bud's gonna point it out about him because he doesn't like him.
Yeah. Anything else you would do before night's out?
I don't think so. I think that he would probably go to rest.
Okay. So eventually, so you'll go back to your cell and you would be locked in at this point by the guards. And like the torches would be lit out. I'm guessing you would go to sleep.
Yeah, he would look at his new captain hat and like kind of like sleep with it.
Like a teddy bear.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. But what I think that's it for Bud this episode, as in your next scene would probably be in the next morning, and I don't even know if like the tournament will take place depending on if Benjamin, Lyri, and Bladebeard like do something about it. So, shrug. I mean, it's also entirely possible that they will like, maybe especially Bladebeard, find where you are, and we will visit you again this session.
Okay, I think that's fine.
Okay. DoomGoblin, are you with us? But you are a champ.
Here we go again.
I've missed
Oh
that.
no.
I have missed that. No, not good. Not good.
Captain Chipmunk Beard.
Yo.
Hello.
It's better.
There we
Hello.
go.
Hello.
Oh. Is it good now?
Yep. I don't know what's happening to your thing.
I don't know either. Apparently, I just need to unplug it and plug it in, and it works. I don't know why.
The classic Windows solution. Okay. So, you are traveling with your mother to the tavern, Captain Bladebeard.
Yeah?
Are you gonna talk about something while you're going there? What's up?
No. I think we're talked about all I wanted to talk about for now.
If you're not gonna talk about anything, she will just gossip at you, like talk about, oh, there's this lady that also works at the tavern I work at, and she's a total bitch, and I have this customer that's really fucking annoying, etc., etc., etc.
Oh, sure. He'll like listen, and maybe he'll throw something in, about his travels and adventures from last season. Like, I don't know. Oh, I met a dragon. I rode a dragon a few days ago.
I've met 5 dragons in the past year. You're nothing, Mobe.
Yeah, sure. I met the real one. A sea dragon.
Well, I have met a mountain dragon, I'll have you know.
Alright.
I've met a
Have you met
I've met a mountain dragon. I've met a castle dragon. I've met an elf dragon, and
I killed a god by dancing.
and I also killed 5 kings by dancing at the same time.
What's a king to a god?
5 of them.
Alright, sure. Gods are actually, I met few gods in the last few days, and they are not really, a big deal. One of them is a fish. It's You know, they're dumb. Gods are dumb.
Kings are dumb too. I'll have
Oh
you know.
yeah. Oh yeah. But I already knew that long ago.
She shrugs and says, "They don't last particularly long either."
Yeah, I heard that Prince Anduin was killed.
Oh, hi, big shame that was. Big shame that was. I think he's single now.
King Anduin?
He's king now. Oh,
No, Prince Anduin. Oh, sorry. I don't know. I thought that he was a king for a second. Yeah, Prince Anduin was killed. So I doubt he's single.
big shame that is. Big shame that is. Well, I'm sure there'll be another member of royalty to visit me bar soon enough. Above board, DoomGoblin, do you have like a particular bar she would work at?
I don't know. Maybe Golden Keg.
Sure.
Sure.
Okay. Duly noted, but that's not where you're going. Yeah.
But we are going where?
To the tavern in the Dwarven District.
Oh, isn't the Golden Keg in the Dwarven District?
Oh, is it? I was mixing them around. I thought you were
Wait.
I thought you were talking about the Old Town one, but that's the Pig and Whistle. My bad. So.
Oh yeah. The Golden Keg is in Dwarven District.
Okay. So, yeah. As you're walking, she'll say, "Well, my boss forgot to pay me last month again, so I'll happily take half his stock of drink. That's enough payment for me."
All right. Let's go.
Okay. And eventually you would reach the tavern, and she would, at this point, I let go of you. She was like putting her arm around your shoulder until now. She would let go of you and like go straight to the bar to talk to the bartender. If you were to look around the tavern, since you used your stunt this episode, you will see one familiar figure standing at the table with a bunch of other figures. And let me put them on screen. Yeah.
I was about to
Yeah.
mention that.
This is the lady that I mentioned that you know. And she's at the table with this gentleman, as well as this lady. Yep. And they're chatting around at the table. They do not notice you, so to say.
All right,
The one furthest to the right is like the one you know.
All right, I'll approach.
As you
Oh,
go ahead.
yeah,
Go ahead.
sure. Oh yeah, Krena was the name, right?
Correct.
Oi, Krena.
She looks up at you, and actually all the people at the table will look up at you, and she will say, "Bladebeard, you son of a bitch! What the hell are you doing here?"
What do you mean? This is my tavern. When I'm in Stormwind, I'm here.
Don't remind me. The two other dwarves like look at the two of you confused, and the other female dwarf will say, "You know this one, Krena?" And she'll say, "Ah, yeah, it is Bladebeard, an old friend. Hey, come see me match tomorrow, will you?"
Oh yeah. I just saw that you were in some kind of a tournament.
Aye, be fighting a weird rock creature. That'll be lots of fun. And my friend over here, she like taps the male dwarf on the shoulder. Yeah. She says, "And my friend over here will be fighting a veteran of Stormguard."
Oh, those guys are tough, from what I heard and seen.
"Pah," says the male dwarf. I could handle all of them at once if need be. They're all just a bunch of wisses with no faith at all. The light will conquer all of them. I'll show of them.
Yeah, I'll take your word for it.
Krenna will like motion at a free seat and say, "Come on, sit down, sit down. What the fuck are you doing standing up?"
All right. I sit down. And your lady friend, who's that?
She's the one that appears to be the most sober out of the group, and she looks you in the eye and says, "Senator Stormpike."
Oh, nice to meet you, Captain Bladebeard.
Right. I'm guessing you like extended her hand to shake hers.
Sure.
She does not take it.
All right. Anyway,
Krenna will
what's
say-
been going on with you?
Krenna will say, "Well, with all the fighting in Alterac, me and my friends have decided to take a bit of a break for a publicity stunt, if you will." And Senator Stormpike will roll her eyes and say, "Even this publicity stunt, as you call it, can help the war effort." And the lady will say, right. So we're gonna be beating up a bunch of ogres and a bunch of Stormguard wussies and a bunch of beasts, and then everyone will know about the worthiness of the Stormpike cause, and we'll hopefully be able to get more recruits. The senator will like roll her eyes and say, "Lay it right out, why don't you?" And the male dwarf will say, chin up, lass. Doesn't matter. Good old Captain Bladebeard here will come cheer us on, won't you?
Yeah, of course.
What clan are you from, by the way, lad? Says the male dwarf.
I have no idea. My family has been here in Stormwind for a while. None of my family remembers or cares really.
He looks startled at this, and the senator will like roll her eyes again and say, "So you're a human mongrel? I get it. Well, whatever makes you happy, I guess."
I'm not sure a human mongrel, but I think one of my great grandmothers was a kobold. Just something I heard.
Krenna will say, "I thought you were saying it was a gnoll."
I don't know. Maybe it was a trog.
The male dwarf will say, whatever, lad. You're still a son of Ironforge in my eyes, and you'll come and support your fellow sons of Ironforge, won't you?
Yeah, of course. I don't know how long I'm staying here in Stormwind, but I could use some fun, seeing some fighting between ogres and dwarves and rock monsters. Did you mention that?
Aye, 'tis a rock monster from the Broken Isles that old Johann fella got it.
Well, it's definitely gonna be from broken something after you get to it.
You know it, Bladebeard. So, what's the occasion? You don't come here visit Stormwind that often, from what I remember.
Well, it's actually pretty funny. I was teleported here. I didn't come with a ship. I was teleported by Archmage Khadgar.
The male dwarf looks incredulous. The senator looks skeptical. Krenna laughs out loud and says, right, like the time you came riding on a dragon, right? Sure thing. So what did Archmage Khadgar want?
Honestly, I have no idea. He just brought us here, and apparently we were supposed to speak with King Varian, but I don't really care for King Varian. I just want to hang out with the people of this city,
You always were one to disrespect authority. And the senator will roll her eyes at Krenna's comment. She does that a lot, apparently. The male dwarf will say to you, "Well, I don't know you, obviously, but if Krenna trusts you, I trust you. My name's Groggy," and he extends a hand.
Yeah, I'll shake his hand. Nice to meet you, Groggy.
Come and watch me drive off those Stormguard heretics with the fury of the light, would you?
Of course.
He chuckles, and Krenna will say, "If I win my match," she pulls out the flyer for the tournament that you also have. "Apparently, I'll also be fighting a Strongguard wussy or an ogre." Funny little thing. And Groggy will also look at his flyer and say, "If I win mine, and I will win, I'll be fighting either something called the Big One or an ogre."
The big one. Probably like a joke name. Probably like a gnome.
More than likely, says the male dwarf. The senator will say, "The Big One is a member of Johann Plagueborn's menagerie. I'm sure he won't be fighting with jokes. And you should probably sober up a little bit. You're gonna have a big match tomorrow." And Krenna will say, "Lighten up, Senator. The drinking starts before the battle, you know that."
Yeah, everyone's know that.
Yeah, the Groggy will also give a here.
Yeah, speaking of drinks, I could use a round. Oi, barmaid.
You turn and see your mother.
Hello. I could use some drinks.
Well, I got the supplies. Are we going or not?
Oh yeah, I think we could stay here in the tavern for a while, right?
All right, but what about your two friends?
Oh, they are both. Actually, John was the part of my crew from before, but Tamal is new, and they could, talk and get to know each other.
That one was John? Really?
Yeah, John Sorrow or Smithers. One of those two, yeah.
The one with the big cock.
Maybe. Not sure.
He looks very, very fucking different.
Well, he's dead.
No, he's not dead. He's walking.
He is walking dead.
What the fuck does that mean?
Well, he, I told you, he's a bit rotten.
You will see the other three dwarves at the table also staring at you as you have this conversation with your mother. And the senator will say, "Your friend's not one of those forsaken laddies, is he?"
No, I haven't forsaken him. He's a good lad. He's just a bit, he died and then he's alive again. I mean, it's not a big deal.
Groggy, the male dwarf, spits on the ground and says, "Abomination."
Sure, I mean, all kinds of people are allowed in me crew. I don't judge.
"Your crew," says the senator. "What crew?" And Krena at this point will like speak up before you can and say, good old Bladebeard here is running a merchant vessel. He's been very successful. No, and you don't see many dwarves on the sea, as you know, and he is doing perfectly fine.
Yeah. Well, not really. I'm my ship was stolen, and I'm still searching for it. So, yeah.
Your mom at this point will say, I was stolen by apparently a troll witch lady, just like what happened to his father. Well, I think. Krena will giggle under her breath, and the other two dwarves will look confused.
Don't worry. She stole my ship, but then I found her and I made sure she was dead. So I got my revenge, but I still didn't get my ship. So...
Wait, you killed your ship? I'm confused, says the mother.
No, I killed the witch.
No, you said you killed the ship.
No. She stole the ship and I killed her.
So why didn't you have your ship back?
I don't know, she kept it somewhere. I'm working on it.
You know, you're a lousy fucking pirate, Moby. No wonder you don't send me any money ever.
I do, and I'm not a pirate, Mom. I'm a merchant sailor.
Sure, you're a pirate. Don't you remember when I made your first Jolly Roger back when you were 10? Was so proud of you. But
Oh yeah, I know what she's talking about. My not Halloween. Hallow's End costume. I'm dressed like a pirate. I mean, you know, I'm a sailor and I thought it would be funny. Also, I didn't have to put a lot of effort because I already look kinda like a pirate.
Smell like one too, says the senator.
Thank you.
She doesn't say anything else. Groggy will say, well, milady, hope you'll be coming to watch us whoop some Stormguard arses tomorrow, and well, a bunch of beasties and ogres too. And Krena will say, here. And your mother will say, the fuck's a Stormguard? Moby, are we going or not?
Well, I mean, let's get drunk here in a tavern like civilized people.
All right, fine. And she'll go to pull up a chair.
By the way, this is my ma. Everyone, this is Clara, Groggy, and the senator woman.
Your mom will say, pleased to meet you, Krena, Groggy, senator woman. And the senator looks offended. Groggy will say, oh, nice to meet you. I'll be straight to the point. Do you have a boyfriend, milady? And your mom would say, no. Are you interested? And they would spend some time flirting with each other.
All right, that actually goes along with my secret plan here. All right, that's actually good.
Okay, interesting.
All right, let's get drunk, everyone.
The other dwarves would also drink, except for, well, the senator also drinks, but takes sips, takes care not to get too drunk.
I'll also try to not get too drunk.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get drunk, but not too drunk.
Krena, Groggy, and your mother have no such constraints, and as the drinking grows, the flirting between your mom and Groggy grows more and more vulgar until Groggy says, fuck it, where the fuck's your place? And Martha, your mom, would step up to lead Groggy to her place.
All right, I should probably go with them.
No,
Make
you're
sure
fucking
they-
not, says your mother.
What did you say?
No, you're fucking not.
I should probably get my crew and tell them to get out of there.
I'll tell them to find you. Don't bother me right now.
All right, sure.
At this point, they would
Have
leave.
fun, you two.
Yeah, at this point, they would leave unless you decide to stop them.
No. They could leave. They should leave.
Okay. And Krena will say, "Your mom's really something, you know that, Captain."
Yeah, she is. I know.
The senator will say, "So, Captain Bladebeard, what do you usually trade in?"
Lots of things. You know, sugar, rum, silk, spices.
Right. Look,
I also fought in the Second War, so I'm also a bit of a fighter, you know.
oh, did ya?
Yeah.
Well, me people have to fight every fucking day for our land in Alterac. Do you fight every fucking day?
Well, no, not really. I fight from time to time, but not every fucking day.
Of course not. The dwarves of Stormwind are fucking soft, I'll tell you this. And you're a prime example of that, Captain Bladebeard. Honestly, even this publicity stunt, the recruits we're gonna get are like, yeah, I'm not sure I want them.
I'm not a softie. I'm the strongest dwarf in the world.
Aye, and the biggest, and the one of the biggest hawk, and the one with the biggest dragon friends, and all that, and you know, Archmage, Calgard, etc. We all know, Captain, says Krena.
Alright, who do you think is the strongest dwarf in this tavern?
Well, me, obviously.
Well, let's see. Let's arm wrestle.
Okay. She extends an arm, ready to arm wrestle.
Alright. I'll arm wrestle her, even though I assume she has a +7 forceful.
Close, she has a +6.
Alright.
Give me
And I have... Oh, wait, what do I have?
2.
Great.
Okay, give me a forceful and I'll roll for her.
How can one cheat in this? Wait, alright. Already started.
Well, if you can think of a way to cheat, I will allow you to use your sneaky.
I mean, I know I should have said this before, but could like getting her drunk be creating an advantage? You know? I mean, it's too late.
Sure, but I will roll on her behalf. I'll basically roll her forceful, difficulty 6 to she if she gets drunk, okay?
Alright.
She does. Okay. What's your advantage called?
I don't know. What could something like drunk like a dwarf.
I like that. Okay. Yeah, you do have this advantage now.
Right. I'll roll my forceful.
Okay.
Advantage gives +2, right?
Or reroll.
I mean, even if I get all pluses, I can't
Unless you spend
beat
fate
her.
Unless you spend fate points, yes.
Yeah, but I don't even have aspects that can support this. Yeah, I lose. Sure.
You start arm wrestling, and within 2 seconds, she slams your hand onto the table painfully.
Oh, all right. I'll admit this wasn't the best idea. You're clearly the stronger one.
She is laughing at you hysterically, and even the senator seems to be smirking.
All right. I'm the strongest dwarf in Stormwind. Huh? Maybe not in the world, but around here.
Well, they're all softies here, so maybe I can see that. I won't contest that. What can I say? I'm not gonna ask you to arm wrestle your fucking mother.
Well, I think I should be going as well. Duty calls.
Yeah. You don't have to warn us about taking a piss. Just fucking go. But come and show up tomorrow, will ya?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. And by the time I'm guessing you exit the tavern, correct?
Yeah.
I think it would be evening at this point.
Evening?
Yeah, early evening.
Yeah. Do I still have time to play, or are we going to...
Yeah, sure. A little bit. I'd say so. I also dislike the fact that you guys are separated.
Yeah, I know. Let me see, what can I do in this episode? No, I'll end my part here. All right.
Okay, sure thing.
I end my turn.
Sure. He played what's the fucking name? Ironforge Rifleman. Okay, Benjamin and Lyri, it's your turns at this point. Just to clear some space, I'll remove the dwarf NPCs from the screen. So, Benjamin and Lyri, a few hours have passed while the quote-unquote preparations have gone on. Yeah, what do you do exactly? Also,
Is
remove
Benjamin
the ogres.
back?
Oh, Thompshire, you were AFK?
No, I think she's asking in character.
Oh, okay.
No, he went to go do something, right?
Yeah, I went to help with the tables and supplies and whatever.
You would be able to catch a lull, I would say, so you can go and talk to Liri if you'd like, or we can fast forward time until something happens.
I guess we can fast forward.
Okay. Eventually, at one point, you'll see the people grow more agitated in the sense of being excited, and they'll whisper to each other, "The deacon's coming! The deacon's coming! The deacon's coming!" And they all rise up from their chairs, etc., and they seem to be gathering around one of the entrances, not the one you came from, though it appears to be on the opposite side of it.
I will remain in my chair, as I was told, and I guess keep daydreaming. I don't know.
Benjamin?
If I'm done with helping, I'd be standing close to that chair.
I think you would be done. Yeah. And eventually, the crowd would part as a figure walks into the room. A figure that you would recognize once I put it on screen, and obviously as Zelris called, everyone's favorite bishop. Who, unlike when he was in the church where he seemed very agitated, he appears very calm and in his element at this point. These are his people, and yeah, he blesses a few people as he walks by, and he like talks with a few people, like appears to be like giving them encouragement on something. Yeah, he appears to be like a very popular figure down here.
That must be the deacon, right? I kind of open one eye.
The actual bishop?
Yeah, I told you.
I didn't want to believe it.
He's the one who has narrative.
Zala who?
Hmm?
Like... Oh. No, I don't want to do that again. One night is well enough.
It'll be fine.
Is it?
He like starts walking in the two of yours direction, accompanied by the crowd. And he is still wearing like this smile on his face. A confident and reassuring smile, not like a muhaha I'm evil smile.
Uh-huh. I kind of straighten up on my chair and look attentive.
Welcome, children, welcome. Oh, I think we've met yesterday, haven't we, Mr... He looks at you, Benjamin.
Johnny.
Right. I apologize if I was rude to you earlier. You may call me the deacon here. I'm at everyone's disposal as a friend and confidant.
Oh,
May
thank
call
you.
him what?
It's, what?
Just could add.
As a friend and confidant, I said. He
Okay.
would then look at you and say, What brings you into our twilight, dear child? I don't remember you being among the people that I know, but if you're with this one, then you're a friend. This one pointing at Liri.
Mm-hmm. He's part of my entourage. My retinue.
Is he now? Interesting. He's still looking at Benjamin, like expecting Benjamin to answer his question.
I kind of just nodded, just said, yes, I am her bodyguard.
Bodyguard? Interesting. Is she noble? Is she... What is she to you, if I may ask, dear friend?
Well, I'd say she's my employer, but she is a friend as well.
We're all friends here. I should have you know. So, I'm told, he turns to Liri this time, that you're to be a reason for great celebration. He smiles like very warmly at you.
I smile warmly at him back and say, thank you for such kind words.
He gives a nod and like motion turns to like some of his people and say, well, come on boys, bring the altar. And like 2 or 3 of them like walk away to bring the altar. He extends a hand towards you, Lyri, like asking you, would you come with me, milady?
I will accept his hand and I will come with him.
And he leads you more towards the center of the room.
Okay.
Where, as like the crowd parts, you will see that those 3 boys have put down a white altar.
Awesome.
Sit, dear friend, sit. As our guests of honor.
At the altar?
Yes.
Why? Thank you. I will sit down on the altar.
Lie,
And-
please. Please lie.
Lie on the altar. Okay. I will lie down on the altar.
I just clear my throat as in to get Lyri's attention.
Hmm.
I just look around.
I shoot Benjamin a smile and lie down and try to look as relaxed as possible.
You hear the familiar voice in your mind say, "Sleep, dear child. It will be over soon."
What'll be over?
How do you oppose Zaltaf's command for you to sleep?
Wait, oppose it?
Uh-huh.
Just asking a question. Wow, she's brutal. I guess
no.
I guess I won't oppose it. I'll just fall asleep then.
Well, I will say, treat this as an attack that will deal like damage to you, with stress and consequences, etc. It doesn't like mean an automatic knockout. Make sense?
I asked the question, but if I'm getting any like inkling that she's trying to force me, I think I'll just like, I guess, submit, because I'm not in the fighting mood right now. I'll just fall asleep.
Benjamin, before your eyes, Liri like suddenly, randomly appears to go limp on the altar.
No. This is horrible.
And you will see the deacon, quote unquote, pull out everyone's favorite dagger and hold it in his hand and like raise it up high to the oohs and ahs of the audience members. I'm pausing in case Benjamin wants to do something.
Oh god, I'm thinking. Are any of these people armed?
Like the guards are, but their weapons are sheathed.
And how many of them?
Give me a careful. A bunch.
Oh god. Okay. You know what? I'll risk this.
Let it. You actually.
What? They want me to let this die again?
I mean, I think you're screwed either way, Benjamin. So it might just be in your best interest. You do you is all I'm saying. I will be just fine.
I don't think you will.
I don't know. I have a sneaking suspicion I might.
So how many entryways are there in this?
There's the one you came from, the one the bishop came from, 2 side rooms that lead to like storage rooms, and I would say 2 more that lead like diagonally. Make sense?
Yeah. You know what? I'll risk it again. I'm gonna quickly grab one of my axes and throw it at the dagger to see if I can get it off the deacon.
Would you like to treat this as an attack upon the dagger or upon the deacon? Because it's like they have different stats.
I think it's more towards the deacon because I want him to drop it.
Okay. Give me a quick, and he'll oppose with careful because he's definitely not expecting this. Okay. So I guess you will be getting an advantage. I don't know.
Yeah, that's not totally not what I want. I'm gonna regret this, but I'll use another fate point.
Oh, so you don't have your stress anymore because you had the chance to rest.
Yeah.
Okay, what are you invoking?
But if I succeed, will he actually drop it?
He will be unable to use it for the turn.
Okay, fine. I'll invoke Adventuring Sellsword again. I know how to toss an axe very well, I guess. Even though I started it like a week ago.
Sure. Very well. You throw your axe at the deacon, and you deal 2 damage to him. I'll mark off his level 2 stress. And he looks at you in shock, and like the entire audience gasps in shock at you. They clearly like did not expect this to happen, and like you've clearly caught them by surprise.
So I assume combat didn't start.
You can say that it hasn't, yeah.
Then I'll just run, grab Lyri, and go in the opposite direction.
Well, give me a quick. I'll oppose with the crowd and the bishop, okay?
Yeah. Why is he so fast?
Because he's a big boss.
Wow. That's fair.
You manage to push your way through the crowd who are too stunned to react, but the bishop interposes himself between you and Lyri and says, "What do you think you're doing, child?"
Getting out of here.
You will stay. You will not interrupt the celebration.
I think stabbing someone is falling a bit short of what the celebration means.
Stabbing? I had no intention to stab her.
Well, what then?
What's it to you? Who are you? And the crowd like forms a circle around you.
Well, I'm protecting my master as I should.
He narrows his eyes and says, "She will be fine. She's part of the Twilight."
Is that so?
Are you? And you are part of the Twilight as well if you are here. Are you not? And you detect the threat in his voice.
I simply follow my master. That is all.
What's your like demeanor?
My demeanor? I'm kind of trying to get my point across, as in I'm standing my ground, but I'm not exactly like overly aggressive, I guess. I'm just, just making my point.
I see. Well, I was being truthful when I said that I had no intentions of stabbing her, and he will attempt to stab you.
Oh wow. I guess I'll just try to dodge it.
Wow, he got a critical fail.
Oh, wonderful. I guess quick.
Yeah. I'm actually going to spend a point to reroll that, because that was fucking awful. And I think the element of surprise would work here. So, how do you take 1 point of damage, Benjamin?
Yeah, I guess there goes my level 1 stress box.
Sure. At this point, the turn order will be the bishop who just went, Benjamin, and then Liri. No, my bad. The turn order will be Zautaf, Bishop, Benjamin, Liri, crowd. Benjamin, it's your turn.
I'm gonna try to get past him again.
Are you trying to, like, in terms of game mechanics, trying to create an advantage?
Yeah, I guess it would be creating an advantage, yeah.
Give me a quick difficulty 4. Okay, what's your advantage called?
I don't know. We're ready to go.
Sure thing. I'll place drunk like a dwarf then. Oh, for fuck's sake, roll 20. Okay. Liri, can you give... You have the option of waking up, but you have to beat a roll. Can you give me a forceful, or if you can justify it to me, clever, difficulty 2,
For what?
for attempting to wake up?
I don't think you should even try to begin with, but I'll roll just for the sake of rolling.
Okay. Well, I would say that if you had made the roll, you don't have to wake up, but you would have the option to. Make sense?
Okay, yeah.
Okay. The crowd, Benjamin, would try to tackle you. How do you defend yourself? Well, they're awful at it anyway.
I guess I'll just kind of try to dodge their continuous tackles.
Give me a quick. Yeah, they do. You get another advantage. Would you like another charge on ready to go?
Yeah.
Okay. Zalotaf on her turn will... You will hear a voice in your mind, Benjamin, that will say, "Stand down, child." You recognize the familiar voice of Zalotaf.
I've had enough of your knives, honestly.
Have you now? How do you resist its mental attack?
I'll just try to, oh god. I'll just kind of try to endure through it.
Give me a forceful then. That sounds forceful.
Oh god, I'm dead.
How do you take 7 points of damage?
Oh god. 7 points of damage. I guess there goes my level 3 stress box and my level 4 consequence.
Sure. Your level 4 consequence will be a familiar headache. How's that?
Yeah, it's terrible.
Okay. Next on the bishop's turn, he will notice your moment of not hesitation, but you faltering, and will try to take advantage of it by stabbing you. How do you defend yourself?
I'm gonna jump to the side.
Give me a quick. Oh, okay, you get an advantage as well. Another charge?
Yeah.
Okay, it's your turn.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to try to leave with all my charges.
Okay. Are you trying to leave, or
Yeah.
are you...
Grabbing Liri, of course.
You're trying to grab Lyri, okay.
Yeah.
Give me another quick then. The bishop and the crowd will oppose you to see if you get to Lyri, okay?
Yep.
The bishop interposes himself and says, "I don't think you're going anywhere, child."
Or not, because I'll use 2 charges.
Okay. You use 2 charges and you manage to get to Lyri, and you have the option of grabbing her.
Yeah, I will.
I will say that your turn is not over. This was just narrative stuff.
Then again, I'll try to create an advantage by trying to chart the path towards the exit.
Give me careful, your stunt would apply. Difficulty 4 because it's a rambling crowd. So with a 5, yeah, you get an advantage. What would you like it to be called?
Can it be another charge for
Sure.
ready to go?
For simplicity's sake, sure.
And I mean, it's for the same objective, so makes sense.
Liri, can you give me either forceful or if you can justify it, clever, difficulty 2 to see if you have the option of waking up?
Wait, what? What was what you saying?
Either forceful or if you can justify it to me, clever, difficulty 2 to see if you have the option of waking up.
Can I, like, do I notice anything's happening in the dream or what?
Your dream is like you're in a world of absolute silence and quiet.
So literally,
Like it's almost oppressive quiet, like as in there's no sound at all. Make sense?
Sure. I guess I'll go with forceful.
Sure. Close, unless you want to spend fate points.
No.
Okay. The crowd will attempt to create an advantage in blocking your path, Benjamin. And they succeed. Okay. Difficult path, I'll call it. Okay. Zalatath will do its usual thing of trying to once again break your mind, Benjamin. How do you resist that? By making it... Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll go with the same thing as last time. I'll kind of try to endure her mental attack.
Give me a forceful then. 2 points of damage.
Well, there goes my level 2 stress box.
Okay. And I will use a familiar headache to make it 4.
Oh, that's evil. Yeah. There goes my... Wait. Yeah, I'm gonna use a fate point, otherwise I'm 1 hit away from dying.
Okay. What are you invoking?
What am I invoking? I guess my previous experiences with Zalatath would be included in Adventuring Sellsword, I guess. So
Sure.
Yeah.
I would say so. I will also mention that while the type of attack is very similar, this Zalatath is much stronger than the ones you faced previously. One, rather. And you feel like the intensity of the attack be stronger than you're used to.
I think I noticed.
It has more artifact power.
Yeah, of course.
This one.
Of course. Wrong expansion though. Okay. The bishop will let out a snarl and say, "Return the sacrifice at once!" And
Oh, so she is a sacrifice.
he will throw a shadow bolt at you.
I'll try to duck.
Actually, give me a moment so I can verify what's his forceful stat. Oh, okay. He has a forceful of 7, nice.
Oh no, I'm gonna die.
So give me a quick. Ooh, nice.
I'm not gonna die.
He gets an advantage. Flying bolts, I'll call it. It's your turn.
Can I create an advantage and try to run away, or do I need to run away first?
You can do it in either order. I will say that if you try to run away, aka exit the chamber, the crowd and the bishop will oppose you, though that will not impact your turn. Okay?
Yeah. Then I'll first create an advantage by again seeing the shifting positions of the crowd and trying to see the quickest way to get through them and towards the exit.
Then give me careful. Your stunt would apply difficulty 4. Another 5. Okay, you get another advantage. What would you like it to be called?
Oh, another charge. That's fine.
Okay. And what, like, are you attempting to run away now in terms of narrative?
Yeah.
Okay, then give me a quick. The bishop and the crowd will oppose you.
Okay, this is the time for a good roll.
Okay, the bishop once again
Okay,
walks
I
in
use
your
that.
path.
Then I use two of the ready-to-go advantages.
He would use the difficult path in response.
Then I'll use my last charge.
Okay. Then you manage, after like some back and forth with the bishop, with Liri draped over your shoulder again, you find a way through the crowd and push through. Now, which exit are you heading towards?
I'm heading towards the bishop.
Wait. Can I try to wake up on my turn again?
Of course, on your turn you can.
Awesome.
Benjamin?
Through the bishop came from.
Okay. Yeah, you push your way in that direction and you start running down the tunnel. Though I will mention it's a dark tunnel and you would probably need a torch or something.
Is there any on the wall on the way?
I would say there would be, yeah.
Yeah, then I grab one.
Sure. Liri?
Can I compel Benjamin?
Of course.
Oh, you're
He's-
evil.
He's adept in arcane arts. Maybe he can use like a fireball to light his path instead of a torch.
And Benjamin is obligated to accept.
Yeah, sure. Thank you for the fate point, I guess.
No problem. You're gonna need it.
Yeah, definitely am. So, thank you very much, Mr. Bladebeard.
Benjamin, give me... How would you be forming this fireball? Carefully, flashily?
I guess I'm being more careful since I wanted to actually work.
Then give me careful, difficulty 4, because it's a strenuous situation and fireballs aren't usually used for torches. Oh, nice. Yeah, you form a fireball in your hand. It's like stable, you don't burn your fingers or anything, and you're able to use it to light your path. And it's much more efficient than a torch.
This sounded actually better. I'm surprised, actually.
Well, if you would have failed, you would have definitely burned your finger.
Yeah.
Liri?
Can I like feel the warmth of the fireball in the dream, or is it just nothing still?
Sure, you can like use it as an anchor point.
I will use it as an anchor point and try and wake up.
Then give me a clever difficulty 2. Oh, you wake the fuck up if you want.
Okay. I'm in random K, right?
Benjamin, the way you're carrying Liri, is she facing backwards or forwards?
I'm carrying her like a sack of potatoes, so she's either staring at my chest or my back. So I don't know. I don't really have a preference.
Well, would she see like?
I'll stare at his back, yes.
Okay, then you wake up groggily. First thing you see is Benjamin's ass. Second thing you see is the furious crowd chasing him.
Okay, a furious crowd. Is my head still clear?
Good question. For the moment, yes. For the moment.
Okay. I will. I will. I see the crowds chasing Ben. Liri will immediately assume the worst of Benjamin because she knows what Benjamin's like. So she's going to try and escape from Benjamin's grasp and return to the crowd. So they hopefully stop chasing Ben.
Your sack of potatoes starts struggling, Benjamin.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say, do you want to get dropped or something?
Mm-hmm. Preferably.
Why? They're gonna stab you or whatever.
No, they won't. Just you're gonna get yourself killed. Be careful. Let me go, and they'll stop chasing you.
Yeah, and then they'll murder you, and I'll be stuck down here, and I'll die.
They will. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. I will calm down.
How will I be fine?
You'll escape. I'll calm down.
Oh, there's a spooky door with a strange word. How the hell do you expect me to leave?
Well, you'll find a way, and I try and escape. I try and. He's holding me a good sack of potatoes. I'm going to try and put as much weight as I can on my head so I kind of flop over his shoulder.
Benjamin, your sack of potatoes is struggling against you. Do you allow it, or to leave, or do you oppose?
I'm gonna oppose.
Okay. Lyri, the way you described it, sounds clever or forceful, but I'm not sure. I leave it up to you.
I'll do clever because...
Sure. Benjamin, how do you oppose?
I'm kind of trying to lean forward as in to balance the weight.
Then also clever or careful, I guess?
Yeah, sure.
Benjamin? Lyri would succeed at this point unless you spend fate points or whatever.
God, I hate this. You know what? I actually will, because this will end terribly otherwise.
What are you invoking?
I guess adventuring sellsword. I've held a sack of potatoes before.
Sure. Okay, once again you're out of fate points. Now, tie on an overcome means Liri would succeed, but something bad would happen. But
wait, isn't that worse for everyone?
But
Yeah, kinda.
You can also reroll instead of adding +2.
I don't think that's...
that too, but given that usually the negative thing, the Teeironor overcomes thing with negative outcome happens when you're trying to overcome an NPC, and these are 2-player characters, I will allow Lyri to succeed, but Benjamin to determine the bad thing that happens.
I mean, I'm not sure what bad thing would benefit me.
Something that benefits you, but is to the detriment of Lyri.
Okay, this is kind of unrelated, but maybe she drops the spooky paper with the names.
Okay. Lyri, do you accept this?
Sure.
Okay. Lyri falls from Benjamin's grasp and also drops the incriminating suicide note.
So, seeing she escaped my grasp, I kind of just turn around for a bit to try and catch her, but then, she's kind of gone. So, I just...
Give me a careful to see if you notice a suicide note. Difficulty 2.
It would be funny if I couldn't.
Your stunt would also apply. Yeah, you definitely noticed the fuck out of it.
Yeah, then I'll kind of just grab it and then take a last look at the crowd and then just run the other way.
Lyri, what do you do?
I will run past. I'll try and run through the crowd.
Yeah, they would try to like catch you, not like in a not necessarily in a hostile manner, but in like a easier manner.
I'm gonna keep running until I see the deacon bishop man with Zaratav.
He's like in front of the crowd.
Oh, is Zaratav like drawn? Like, is it like
Yes,
out?
Yes.
Okay, I will throw myself onto the dagger.
Again? I've seen this before in another season.
Just to clarify, are you impaling yourself?
Yes, I'm impaling myself.
Okay. Zaratav will not roll to oppose you. You stun everyone around you, and as soon as you impale yourself, an explosion of shadow energy like overwhelms the corridors. And Benjamin, you feel it too, even if you've like started running. Liri, you see the bishop has a very panicked expression, like this isn't what was intended to happen. But Zaratav looks content. Now, what happens? Above board, Zaratav will attempt to pull the Zaratav magic out of you and into itself. Does that make sense?
I hate to be the one suggesting this, but it would be interesting if you Menatap, sir.
Lyri, push to talk. Did you forget?
Oh, wait, am I pressing the right button? Yeah, I was gonna say that's exactly what I was gonna do. I was gonna mana tap.
Okay, since it's your turn and you took it by surprise, the mana tap would go through first. And once again, you would feel like your connection to Zaratav, like what happened the previous night. Once again, you are overwhelmed with a myriad fucking voices.
Oh, that's not good.
Only this time, the presence you are communing with, it's like it's also like you're draining some of its magic, but but the magic of the other Zaratav that you have inside of you is also like trying to reach out to this Zaratav, creating a whole mess with you in the middle. I'm going to need you to roll a forceful difficulty 4.
Okay.
Okay. So at this point you are completely overwhelmed by the myriad voices and powers, and I think you would fall unconscious. What do you say? Because it's a big fucking overload, like it's overwhelming in every sense of the word.
Sure, but I guess I'll try and wake up as soon as possible again. But sure, I'll fall unconscious.
Sure. The last thing you will see is like the bishop's panicked expression, and like several of like the congregation around you screaming out in pain. Benjamin, you also hear the screams of pain and like the explosion of shadow energy. And well, that was Lyri's turn. Zaratav's turn will be spent attempting to drain Liri of power, like put itself back, so to say. The bishop will just be stunned, and Benjamin, it's your turn.
I'll keep running.
Okay, no rest for the wicked, sure. But Benjamin, give me careful difficulty 8, though your stunt would apply, because this is not a straight tunnel. It has a lot of forks. So with a 5, you get lost among the tunnels.
I mean, not sure what I was expecting.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the way you came from. Liri, unlike the dream when you were at the altar, which was so peaceful it was almost oppressive, now you feel yourself as if you're in the middle of a raging storm, and on one side of the storm it's you, your consciousness. On the other side is what feels like a gaping maw or vortex trying to drain all the water into itself. What do you do?
I will. Wait, I'm in a storm.
Metaphorically.
A metaphorical storm. I think I'll try and keep what's mine, and be my own center of gravity.
Do you have any way that this is not a forceful roll?
It's pretty straightforward. No, I don't.
Okay. Give me a forceful. I will oppose with Zalatef's.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, according to your remaining stress and consequences, 9 is more than enough to knock you out of the fight.
Mm-hmm.
You lose consciousness completely and black out. Like, you even stop dreaming. You're not dead, but you are out of the picture entirely.
Mm-hmm. I'm fine with that.
Benjamin, what's up?
I mean, I keep running.
Give me another careful difficulty 8 with your
Oh
stealth.
man. It doesn't decrease a little each time I use it.
I mean, that's not how being lost works. Nope, you're still in a maze. And I guess it's as good a place as any to end today's session. What do you all think?
Yeah, makes sense. I hope there is no Minotaur down here.
Well, you didn't leave a string, Benjamin. What can I say?
Well, if I left a string, I would be easily followed. So,
Also true. Also true. So, thoughts on today's session? I did not... Why are you so compliant, Zelris?
Huh?
Why are you so compliant with bad people trying to do bad things to you?
Because the voices in my head stopped, so
Sure. I'm just trying, I'm not, criticizing you. I'm just trying to understand what's going through Lyri's head, pretty much.
I mean, she's been kind of roughed up lately, not really thinking the best.
Sure.
Being treated nice for once was cool, so might as well go with it. Cool chair, cool altar,
Sure. Above board, the bishop really was not intending on stabbing Liri, and the intention was to drain Liri of her magic, but not in as rough of manner as this.
I tried to outsmart Zalatef, but looks like Zalatef outsmarted me. What a shocker.
Yeah, that happened. Also, DoomGoblin, I'm finally glad we got to meet Martha.
Oh yeah. Do I sound normally?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Yeah, that was fun. And I have a plan. It's a genius plan for next session. It's kind of dumb, but that's for Bladebeard that's genius. I'm gonna steal the armor of the Groggy, and I'm going to pretend I'm him and join the tournament. That's my plan for next time.
Duly noted.
That's a little teaser.
I mean, I'm definitely interested in seeing how this goes, but Like, obviously, none of the other competitors will recognize you, but your teammates will.
Uh, he is also a red beard dwarf, and
Sure.
does he wear a helmet? I don't think he had a helmet, right?
Groggy does not. He is balding.
I'll think of something.
Yeah,
It's gonna work out.
Maybe. I'm not saying no. Yeah.
It's so dumb, but and it also it doesn't help me get Buhd free, but it's gonna be fun, and that's what Bladebeard is all about.
I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, speaking of Skoll, we didn't focus on you much this session, and I'm very sorry about that.
That's okay. I mean, you got a little bit of Buhd in the middle, I guess. But
Yeah, this is what happens when everyone gets separated, like to this fucking extent where there's 3 separate adventures going on.
I'm sure we'll eventually get up all together again, and it'll be less going from one person to the next that we're doing right now. That's okay.
Hopefully. I genuinely hope so. It might happen as soon as next episode, like, provided Bladebeard manages to sneak in with the other competitors and he meets up with Buhd. Who knows? At this point.
Maybe we'll fight. That would be fun, but we'll see.
Let me take a look at like the tournament, like if there's any chance for Groggy to face Buhd. The only chance for Groggy to face Buhd would be in the finals.
Oh man, I really hope that happens.
I hope so too.
Oh, that would be epic.
Buhd gets a tournament arc. Let's go.
Yeah. Thompshire and Zelris, you guys went on a fucking adventure today.
Yeah.
Yeah, we joined the cult. We pissed off the cult, and we're gonna get murdered.
Yeah. I'll be honest. When I like first envisioned this campaign, like when I was like planning for episode 1, I was thinking, okay, if Liri would ever go to the cathedral, she would be noticed by the bishop, and probably at night the bishop would like send kidnappers to take her to these catacombs. I wasn't necessarily expecting Liri to go voluntarily.
Whoops.
Yes.
Can we like end one session without Lyri being unconscious and Benjamin running away and a bunch of people following you?
That does seem to happen to you two a lot.
I mean, I'm very sought after all. So.
This is true.
I was tempted to, like, if I couldn't escape Benjamin's grip, like, bite his ass, which is why I was, like, hoping to face his back.
Okay, that's a goal.
I mean, that's a forceful call. Your forceful isn't too good.
I thought it'd be sneaky.
Lyri's gonna up her forceful now.
I can also see careful because you're trying to like angle it properly, etc. I guess. I don't know, how big is Benjamin's ass?
Too big for its own good. He has the whole aspect about it.
Yeah, I guess. We'll definitely see what happens next session. I do have some ideas.
So wait. Oh, actually, I'll talk about this later with you.
Sure.
That's scary.
No, it's not scary.
Yeah. I think this session was a lot of fun. Though, again, I wish you guys were together, because it feels like I'm trying to DM 3 parties instead of 1. But yeah, you guys did well though. Maybe except Liri, but her decisions were in character, I guess. So there you go. I wasn't expecting Benjamin to do as well as he did. I'll say that much.
Well, I mean, I kind of spent all my fate points, so
Also,
And one mine.
yeah, that's it. Thank you again.
Also above board DoomGoblin, I was intending for the dwarves to be at the tavern, like even before you used your stunt. That's why I was so alright with, oh yeah, maybe you'll know one of the dwarves.
Oh, alright.
Even though she's not a criminal.
Yeah. That's the thing. Maybe she like when she was 15, she stole like a necklace.
She's older than you, much older than 15, who knows.
No, when she was 15. So
Oh,
technically she did a crime 100 years ago.
sure. I can see that. Yeah. I'm genuinely looking forward to see how this will end up. There's lots of possibilities. Well, I do have some stuff in mind for Benjamin and Liri. Though I hope I won't have to design like a map of a catacomb or something, because that would be painful.
I hope not.
Just find some maze image on Google Images and use that.
Oh,
Use
no.
Scary Maze game.
Well, no, because then I would have to like mess with the dynamic lighting of Roll20, and I don't really know how to do that. And I think that's a very complicated thing to do anyway. And I'm not sure if it would work with the token system we have, etc., etc., etc. It scares me. But yeah. Any other thoughts for our viewers before we go into our respective shoutouts?
I guess not.
I will say that I think it's likely that next session will start like in the morning of the next day, like with unless Bladebeard wants to do something, then
I wanna do something.
okay. Then except for that, I think we will have a scene with Bladebeard, obviously, but I think we can then start in the morning with Buhd, because Benjamin's lost in the tunnels, and that's not easy to find a way out, and Liri will probably be knocked out for a while. So yeah. Again, anything else before we go into our shoutouts while I roll the dice in the background?
Nope.
I guess not. Again.
Sure. So, thank you, dear viewers, for watching and listening to us. I would very much like to ask, according to the dice, Sir Thompshire, can you please talk about yourself and what you're doing?
Hello. You can find me both on YouTube and Twitter as Sir Thompshire, and I make random renders and renders for the series as well. And I guess I make machinima extremely rarely. It's been a very long while, but yeah, that's kind of it.
Hey, it's a new year, who knows? Thank you. Next, according to the dice, would be the one of the most questionable decisions this episode, Zelris. Can you please go ahead and talk about yourself?
Yeah, you can find me on YouTube and Twitter. I do random renders. I do machinima occasionally. I'm making some cool tier sets, which is pretty cool, I guess. That's about it. Yeah, I'm Zorus and I make stuff. Bye.
She does great stuff. Don't let her like monotone voice distract you. Her stuff is great. You can also see some of it on screen. Thank you. Next, according to the dice, the owner of the channel you all are watching this on, Skoll. Can you please go ahead and talk about yourself?
Yep, I can do that. Hi, I am Skoll. I'm Skoll Shorties. You guys know me. I make a bunch of Warcraft or World of Warcraft themed content, mostly machinima and lore videos and speculation. I am currently working on an update video and slowly but surely going to post videos outside of Warcraft stuff soon. I will still do WoW stuff, but I plan on doing my first ever video on Halo Infinite. I recently finished it, so gonna do a review on that.
Awesome, awesome. Very interesting. Thank you very much, Skoll. Next, according to the dice, well, obviously, would be DoomGoblin. Can you please go ahead?
Hello, it's me, DoomGoblin. You can find me on Twitter, where I post all my drawings that I do. I draw whatever I feel like at the moment, and yeah, I just have fun and stuff. So yeah, that's me.
Yeah, and his drawings are genuinely great. Thank you, DoomGoblin. And I was your Dungeon Master Game Master Teeironor. You can find me on the links on screen and description below, as with everyone else. I do this series, and I also do another series set in an original history-inspired universe called the Legacy of the Rimland. You can find that on my channel. And when I have the time, which is not often, I do videos focusing on video game lore and history and such, but fair warning, it'll at the very least be a couple weeks until I do another video like that, cause IRO is busy like that. Other than that, thank you to everyone for watching and listening to us. We shall be back next week on Sir Thompshire's channel. I forgot to do that spiel at the beginning, I'm sorry about that. And yeah, we will see you all then. Goodbye everybody.
Hey, yeah.
Bye.
Bye bye.